Good morning. Please remain standing and direct your attention to the Hoggard High School NJROTC Color Guard as we play the national anthem. Please be seated. Graduates, parents, Hoggard High School faculty and staff, senior staff from New Hanover County Schools, and members of the New Hanover County School Board of Education, we would like to welcome you to the 2021 John T. Hoggard High School graduation ceremony. This is a very special ceremony for an incredible group of students who have worked hard to fulfill their goals for high school. We ask that you please maintain the dignity of this ceremony by allowing everyone to hear the comments made and the individual names called. We also ask that you stay seated and not stand in front of the lower bleachers to allow everyone to see each graduate. Again, we welcome each of you to this ceremony celebrating John T. Hoggard High School graduating class of 2021. I am pleased to introduce Christy Tennis Brown, Assistant Principal, to recognize some outstanding accomplishments from the class of 2021.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to acknowledge Catherine Japina, who is the recipient of this year's New Hanover County Schools Board of Education Future Teacher Scholarship. She was formally recognized at the ceremony this morning. I now have the honor of announcing the class of 2021 Top 10. As your name is called, please stand. In alphabetical order, they are Gabrielle Wells Garner, William Walker Golder, John Patrick Hessian, Emma Charlene Johnson, Zoe Alyssa Lee, William Henry Parker, Anna Nicole Patsalos, Walter Curtis Smith, Quade Edward Sutherland, and Sebastian Gebauer Zagler. Congratulations, you may be seated. We would also like to recognize Branson McKee, who has perfect attendance for his entire career with New Hanover County Schools, kindergarten through 12th grade. And now your senior class president, Aaliyah Chasen.
Good morning. I would like to recognize our Board of Education members, Stephanie Adams, Board Chairman, Nelson Boyers, Board Vice Chairman, Judy Justice, Stephanie Craybill, Hugh McManus, Stephanie Walker, Pete Wildbohr, and our senior leadership team, Dr. Charles Faust, Superintendent, Dr. LaChawn Smith, Deputy Superintendent, Eddie Anderson, Assistant Superintendent for Operations, Dawn Brinson, Assistant Superintendent for Technology and Digital Learning, Allison Coker, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, Julie Varnum, Assistant Superintendent for Student Support Services, Mary Hazel Smith, Chief Financial Officer, and Michelle Fiskus, Chief Communications Officer, are proud of your accomplishments and wish you well to make this important transition. All right. Parents, faculty, friends, and relatives, and the class of 2021, today is all about you. My name is Aaliyah Chasen, your Student Council Senior Class President, and today I have the greatest honor to stand before you and present this year's farewell speech. Many people say today is the start of our new journey, but it yet began a long time ago. This is a day where we split our paths 471 different ways. Up until today, we have been a team. We did homework together, we ate lunch together, we celebrated wins together, we accomplished everything together. As you all know, this last year was not the best for us. We lost many opportunities as seniors and we had been looking forward to for 4 years. Although COVID tried to stop us, it indeed did not. This class has adapted and changed to support each other, working together to make a difference. This year, in the loving memory of Miss Ottaway and Mr. Bellamy, the senior class has had portraits made to be displayed at Hoggard in remembrance of our former faculty. You are in Wilmington today to take the next steps into tomorrow. As you enter into college, careers, or your next steps of life, find your passion, become a positive influence, be yourself, remember to love the ones around you, lean on your family and your community. We are here to support you. This is your opportunity to do whatever you want and find happiness everywhere you go. In the famous words of Maya Angelou, you may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. Class of 2021, we are the future. We will rise. Thank you. I would like to introduce your student body president, Catherine Miller.
Congratulations and welcome class of 2021 to your graduation. My name is Kate Miller, and I wanted to start off by thanking you for allowing me to serve as your student body president and serve as a leader in our academic community. I wanted to use my time today to inspire and remind you of your journey and your ability to find purpose. This is one premise that impacts the rest of your life. Let purpose guide your decisions as you seek truth. Your own inspiration will follow suit. Once a seed becomes the exact cause which you are fighting towards, you will begin to flourish. Regardless of the hand you are dealt in the deck of life, we live in a time that values the culmination of contrasting voices and encourages the pursuit of knowledge. Regardless of the barriers between us that bleed, we have been longing since the start to be united. Here we are today, celebrating the first step into your future. About a century before this very moment, voices were heard in the form of a ballot, and then our world shifts to support those of different cultures and creeds. The world witnesses visions and callings of passion and dreams every single day. Even to have the honor to live in a country and a community, we are allowed to speak out and those around us listen. Find the cause that you wish to support, a gap that needs to be bridged. The ember that burns inside of you will kindle up into a fiery flame. Your furnace will glow from the inside out. Lift up your voice so that when you have lived a life and looked back on the moment you were sent out into the world with the tools that you already possessed to make a change, you did not squander. Instead, you took the first step towards your future, placing ego, selfishness, and greed aside, pursuing a better world, more love for all people, for we are the next generation of leaders and uniters. Let your character shape those who are in secession. The children of tomorrow are waiting in the wings to see what you change today. We adapt because we are resilient and seek to make a positive difference. Let peace for your brothers and sisters be illuminated. Find reason to become more kind and compassionate every single day. Allow hatred and bitterness to walk out of the very threshold of the door that you step through. When one of our peers fall, we all crumble. Be the one to lift them up and encourage them. Do not be the one to speak hastily with a twisted tongue. The calling on your life will lead your conviction to not merely be shaken by a weed amongst the willows. Reflect on and grow from the past, for the repetition of history is forthcoming and almost inevitable. Recognize that your actions shape your future. As you continue to broaden your horizons, seek education in every facet of the world, for knowledge leads to understanding. Honorable integrity raises our society, whereas malevolent deeds wither your character. Be humbled by your accomplishments. So passionate you find purpose within service, having the desire to leave the world a better place for future generations. Trust in your own gifts and abilities. You as yourself, unique and wonderful, are enough. For light is only able to brighten your being if you allow it to seep through the window of your world. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce this year's salutatorian, Gabrielle Garner.
Hello, good morning. My name is Gabrielle Garner, and I'm honored to be your salutatorian. I'm not overly comfortable or familiar with public speaking. Many of you that I've shared classes with may have never actually heard me speak before. So with that in mind, my first step in writing this speech was just Googling how to write a graduation speech. The advice that I saw most frequently and eventually latched onto was that a graduation speech is supposed to be a reflection of the school year we've all just completed. If I had to characterize this year in one word, it would be uncertainty. From start to finish, our senior year was unpredictable. We didn't know when or how the year would begin. At times, we didn't even know what the next week would look like. Would we have remote learning, or would we have hybrid learning, or would we have in-person learning? And by the end of the year, we were doing all three at the same time. We certainly didn't know if we would be able to have a graduation ceremony like this. Graduation is supposed to be a celebration of the completion of high school, but it is also a marker for momentous change. Over the next several months, we will transform from high school students to college students or to members of the workforce or military service. With such change comes uncertainty. It is an uncertainty that may be uncomfortable, but it is an uncertainty that we are uniquely prepared to face. It's tempting to see this as a wasted year, but I choose to see it as proof of our ability to overcome adversity. I choose not to frame this year as the loss of moments or a series of missed opportunities, but as a year that has shown us that we are all resilient, a year that has shown us that we can overcome unexpected challenges, and a year that has shown us that we can adapt and face whatever lurks in the shadows of uncertainty. We are Vikings, and there is no challenge that we cannot conquer. Thank you and congratulations to Hoggard Class of 2021. It's my pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian, Sebastian Zagler.
I'm Sebastian Zagler, and I'm honored to be speaking to you as the valedictorian of the class of 2021. My fellow graduates, we made it. We got through SATs, APs, and long state exams. We worked for many hours, trained and competed in sports, and finished assignments at 1 a.m. But we also had a lot of fun. We made friends and discovered new things. As we celebrate, remember that we had much support. Our friends and classmates, we helped each other through difficult classes. We carpooled. We hung out after school. We shared lunch and memes with each other. Thanks, guys, for everything. Thank you also to our parents and grandparents, siblings, and everyone in our families for your unwavering love, support, and guidance. We can always rely on you. And of course, thank you to the faculty and staff at Hoggard High School for your enthusiasm to share your knowledge with us and your patience when we didn't get it the first time. Thank you for getting us ready to head off into the world. You didn't just educate us, but you made us better people. My fellow graduates, today it's time to celebrate. Celebrate with our families, teachers, school staff, classmates, and friends. We worked so long and so hard for this achievement, and now all the pressure is gone. School is out, and we're done. What an awesome feeling. But then what? As we get ready to move on to our next chapter, work, college, trade school, guess what? We'll have to start all over again. We'll be freshmen again. And while exciting, it could also be terrifying. So, in August, when you feel like the smallest fish in the pond at NC State, UNC, ECU, Cape Fear, your new workplace, remember what it was like as a 9th grader to be dropped off here at Hoggard for the first time. I know for me, riding my little green bike across College Road to get here and being met with crowds of other students and long corridors that felt like a maze, it was nerve-wracking. The challenging classes made me doubt myself. I wasn't sure if I was prepared, and I was not the only one. But next time, we will be prepared, because we learned something at Hoggard. We got through 4 years of high school, countless exams, 2 major hurricanes, and a pandemic. And yet, we had fun. And we figured out that the maze is really just a large circle. My fellow graduates, always remember, we persevered and we can do it again, no matter what the challenge is. Thank you everyone for being here, and good luck, class of 2021. Please welcome Dr. Brad Lewis, Assistant Principal of John T. Hoggard High School, to the podium.
I would like to take this opportunity to recognize retiring faculty members: Billy Mason, Craig Waddell, Bobby Martin, Suzanne Wallace, Cheryl Davis, and Susan Stupinski. Your presence in the lives of your students and coworkers will never be forgotten. We wish them well as they enjoy their retirement. We would also like to take a moment to honor Kelly Nicole Ottaway and Mr. Charles Bellamy, who left us all too soon. Once again, please welcome Mary Paul Bell, Principal of Hoggard.
Now I present the class of 2021 to Mr. Nelson Bowyer, New Hanover County Schools Board Member. Mr. Bowyer, the graduates of John T. Hoggard High School who sit before you have met all graduation requirements as prescribed by the state of North Carolina and New Hanover County Schools. They are ready to receive their diplomas.
Thank you, Principal Beal. Teddy Roosevelt once gave an entire speech with a bullet lodged in his chest, an hour and a half. And I used to think that that was the highlight, the all-time greatest display of public speaking. But now I think that honor has to go to your student speakers who came out here in this heat and did that twice. So let's give them another round of applause, please. On the way in this morning, someone reminded me of an old joke about the pessimist and the optimist. The pessimist is watching the news, and he turns to the optimist and he says, "Things are terrible. They can't get any worse." And the optimist says, "Well, yes, they can." That joke should be on TikTok. The class of 2021 has really traveled a hard road to get here. You had a once-in-a-generation hurricane disrupt your sophomore year. and a once-in-a-century pandemic to deal with your juniors and your senior year. You've known loss and pain. You've had your innocence tested and strained like no class in my memory. So as you graduate today, it would be easy for you to look back and say, things are terrible. They can't get any worse. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. And if you want proof of that, I want you to look to your left and look to your right. They could be worse because you're here, because you've made it, and you've made it together. And we are all so proud of what you've accomplished, and we know that what you've done to get here is a testament to what you'll achieve once you leave. Now, usually the only advice I'd give a group of students is don't take my advice. But since they've given me a microphone, I'll just share one quick thought with you before I certify your class. In 2021, the easiest thing in the world to be is a cynic. I mean, times are tough, and they have been for a while now, and it's right that we acknowledge that. The world isn't perfect. It isn't always fair or just, and it's good that we can take time and recognize that. But these realities, bright and clear as they may be, should never blind us to the possibility of tomorrow. Doubt about the future is good. It must never lead to despair. So during those moments, and you'll have them, where things aren't going your way, where you can't seem to catch a break, when the mountains seem too high, the river too wide, the obstacles too great, look down at the piece of paper you are about to receive and remember that great things happen every single day, that the impossible is merely a mindset, and that the biggest obstacle that can ever be put in your way is the barrier of self-doubt. Cynics and pessimists make great artists. Optimists change the world. So to the class of 2021, be optimists every day. So, by the power and authority granted to me by New Hanover County in the state of North Carolina, I hereby accept and certify the 2021 graduating class of Hoggard High School as high school graduates. Principal Beal, please prepare the class of 2021 to receive their diplomas.
Class of 2021, it is time to begin the presentation of diplomas. Joey Holnack. Edward Turgeon III. Jacob Vlad. Abby Carrera. Andrea Mills. Adrian Miller. Leo Johnson. Sarah Valdez. Darius Raymond Hawes. Tyler Powell. Hunter Stewart. Caitlin Savage. Ashley Stein. Macy Morrison. Sophia Sutherland. Caleb Woodard. Luke Carlin. Giuseppe Cosmio Martirano. Elijah Thomas Frazier. Antonio Douglas Jr. Legend Hands. Cameron Jones. Isaiah Thomas. Jerry Blanks. Leonard Ward. Christian Marshall. Tyquan Wilkins. Garrett Big. Owen Edwards. Grayson Tony. Garrison Bell. Alex Fry. Chase Canoy. Jackson Lance. Selby Lewis. Jakira Price. Jalen Brandon Allen. Lanaya Alexandria Locke. Aaliyah Chasen. Robert Wallace. Kayla Miller. Sierra Johnson. Jemiah Horton. Akia Hooper. Marissa Murphy. Imani Jenkins. Bryn Drew. Lily Freehan. Randy Talbot. Carson Fisher. Warren Howard. Calvin Barnes. William Dugas. Jacob Jones. Austin Paget. Andrew Lofton. Sanaya Shinae Stooks. Shayasia Miller. Kiesha Drakeford. Anna Stream. Elia Dehar. Eliana Barfoot. Rayanne Finnan. J. Essence Spain. Bruna Arojo. Tanner Williams. R.J. Pino. McGuire Craddock. Nicholas Gaylord. Jones Spacuzza. Jenna Tolamat. Emmy Stanley. Abigail Marie Lee. Sloan Araya Fleming Hickey. Abigail Boker. Megan McCormack. Michelle Gargagliano. Candy Alvarez Parada. Skylar Chang. Ava Cohen. Tira Phillips. Caroline Grace Sessoms. Michaela Floyd. Connor Jones. Charlie Cox. Silas Coudray. Dominic Kasulki. Thomas Stenger. Ben George. Ben Miller. Mackenzie Alexander. Grayson Gibson. Blake Buer. Whitley Johnson. Ben Boyd. Brooke Jackson. Kate Jackson. Abigail Webster. Ella Riley. Caitlin Glatt. Madeline Scherer. Emily Ramslin. Talia Athena Porzio. Jenny Tenga Braswell. Toby Rue. Bella Pfeiffer. Darcy McInerney. Matthew Campbell. Michael Ian Meyer. Samantha Combs. Daniel Ando. Tuesday Whalen. Catherine Cotton. Ashton Price. Autumn Grant. Avery Galloway. Jenna Humble. Taylor Carter. Serena Saxton. Libby Roth. Audrey Mays. Jason William Cully. Martin Main Rengel. Olivia Gray Britt. Riley Grace Manning. Garnet Delaney Willard. Megan Elizabeth Rita. Madeline Rose Russell. Kate Avery Schild. Emma Miranda Pacheco. Haven Rose Habret. Ava Johnson. Elizabeth India Spott. Jackson Hamilton. James Sasser. Samuel Kearns. Austin Spurberg. Cody Berry. Elizabeth Sniffen. Morgan Brooks. Molly Elizabeth Phelps. Brianna Everett. Ricky Wheeler. Bryce Malepa. Chadwick Holler. Isaiah Shelton. William Bocephus Mason. Aaliyah Faith Johnson. Gabriel Johnson. Nick Gallo. Patrick Temple. Ethan Pardue. Emerson Hollabaugh. Alexander Yanako. Nancy Cortez. Emily Adams. Giovanna Batista Santiago. Asucensa Carreras Martinez. Michelle Ruiz Hernandez. Malia Williams. Rudy Persico. Andrew Lanfear. Caden Pittman. Dana Mormando. Cassidy Workman. Alex Lee. McLean McIntyre. Madeline Lewis. Caroline Dixon. Hector Contreras Nunez. Jaciel Gonzalez Batista. Brandon Nieto. Logan Felder. Charlie Olvera Nava. Jesus Gorostieta. Ahmad Ismail. Oscar Nunez Reyes. Cynthia Regino Gonzalez. Bruce Jargy. Lincoln Mills. Hayden Haywood. Macon McNally. Rudy Ramus. Piper Biscardi. Ella Wilson. Helen Warner. Isabella Henderson. Riley Sampson. Ava Walger. Nadia Danae Harris. Emily Elizabeth Batson. Dade Sandusky. Celine Irasabiza. Naomi Rodriguez. Mara Martin. Augustus Rila. Jack Campbell. Jonathan Plapp. Ashton Warren. Ian Murphy. Katia Zuzias. Ross Adams. Sophia Clark. Benjamin Moore. Jack Long. Owen Wren. Logan Colbreth. Teddy Bradley. Xavier Murphy. Christopher Gibbs. Connor Ball. Quavon Hooper. Ania Brown. Ben Smith. Kieran Stein. Declan Rafferty. Austin Pugh. At this time, please welcome Mary Paul Bell back to the podium.
Good job. Graduates, it is a customary symbol after earning your diploma to turn your tassels from right to left. At this time, please turn your tassels and stand. Congratulations, class of 2021. We wish you the best in the challenges that are ahead of you. We ask families and guests to please stand and remain in the bleachers as the graduates recess out. Thank you and have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend.